back, man. Episode 71 of Brick Shots with Billy. We got goddamn Antonio, Josh Hamilton, and just Christian, apparently. So
wait. Hey, bro, you gotta say that shit smooth. God damn, Antonio.
It sounds kind of good. Said it.
This isn't an exotic podcast.
God damn, Antonio.
Look, I'm glad you cleared it up for the people. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
how you feeling anyway?
I'm good, man. You know, repping the home team. I'm straight, man. I finally got a call back after 2 months about seeing somebody about my back being fucked up from shoulder surgery and having nerve damage. It's only been 2 months, so I'm actually kind of glad my two toes haven't fallen off before they call me back. So yeah, you know, because normally what they make me wait a whole year before they even wheeze and gone. They said it was
they can wait 2 months is good, huh?
Yeah, because they told me it was tendonitis. Remember? Hey, keep doing what you're doing.
You got it.
But yeah, man, I'm good. I go to an appointment to see what's up with that this Thursday, so I might be full-time
podcast
Brick Shots forever. If I get medically retired, this is gonna be my life. What's good with you, Christian? Heard there's blessings in disguise coming for you.
Blessings in disguise for sure. Let's not jinx anything too early, but hopefully we get a positive feedback. Other than that, not much else going on. Enjoyed the 4th. Hopefully y'all did too.
Didn't celebrate?
I didn't work, so
didn't
no, I didn't work, just ate a little bit. Was able to enjoy the day off. But besides that, everything's good.
Hey, what's up, 125-degree weather? What's good with you, Josh?
Oh, that's not here. It's only like low 90s here, but it's way too hot. All right.
Still too hot. Can't wait to be up north.
Haven't done anything last week. Went bowling on the 4th of July, and then that's about it.
Who do you think you are? I
am. All right.
That's one of the top 5 hardest.
That's why we're on this left side here, Antonio. You wouldn't understand.
I definitely understand, you know.
Okay.
Because I am, you know. That's probably one of the top 5 hardest statements ever made, recorded. Like, sports-wise. Who do you think you are? Hey, that shit's tough, bro.
Whoever you think you are, I'm that.
Hell yeah.
I am. That shit's funny, man.
Dude,
but
hey, next week we got to do like a best quotes ever, because that's gonna be
top 5 bowlers of all time. Go.
The guy from Kingpin, and then Bill Murray from Kingpin, and then the who do you think you are? I am. I got top 3. That's it.
Big Lebowski. See you in there?
Yeah.
Right.
Uncle
Patrick O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan was a dodgeball player.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
But Uncle
the same shit.
Uncle Buck.
If you could dodge a ball, you could dodge a ridge.
Uncle Buck smoking with the cigar in his mouth and hitting strikes while making the world.
I would like to smoke cigars like well, but that's just
we should do it, bro. Like, bro, you never see Billy. So we real friends. I know we had to talk about this and then we get into sport, but Billy would never come out from base with me ever in Guam. You
were the only motherfucker I left with.
I know, but not at night, Billy. Because Billy, you didn't go to the. Did you go to the cigar shop with me and Jark?
No, I don't like cigars, man.
So why would you like to smoke them? Well,
it's cool.
I would want to learn to appreciate it.
Man.
It's just gross.
Hey, man, ain't nothing smoother than drinking some yak with one ice cube and going in the humidor, picking out something fine off in there. Hey, but before Holmes leave, bro, get with him. Holmes has a crazy collection of cigars.
For real?
Yeah, I would like to get out of my good job that I have, thank you, government, and get me a Cuban flown over here and then bust it open and put some weed in there and just go crazy.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds good.
Hey, but let's get into it, man. Let's crack into it. Hey, man, you know, it's that time, summertime. Basketball, summer league is going on, but we not about to talk about basketball right now. We getting into the meat of potatoes for everybody that sits in their garage and records a podcast for you people to watch. And we getting into some
I'm in my living room, thank you.
My fault, Josh. Well, for every man that drinks a beer with a fucking holder.
Hey, Detroit Tigers koozie, okay?
Hey, I'm not mad at you. Let's get into some football, man. So I was doing something, you know, because it's kind of like the off season, but I wanted to get y'all opinions on this upcoming season about the field general on the floor for every football team, the quarterback. So I want to start in the AFC, and I just want y'all to give me a list of who you think the top 5 quarterbacks is in the AFC. I'm going to start with my man, Josh.
All right, starting off, we got Patty Mahomes, of course, number 1. We're going to go down to Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's number 2. Then we're going to take it up to Buffalo, New York, where Josh Allen's sitting there at cool bronze. Then we're going to go to Aaron Rodgers out there in New York. And then I see some heads already shaking, but you guys, you might as well just kick me out of the podcast here. But Jimmy G at number 5.
Woo! Sheesh. Way to jump out there. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to let everybody get their list off, and then we'll see how many likes we have, and the negatives we'll explain it. So I know, or not the negatives, the differences we'll go through that because I know nobody else is going to have Jimmy in there. So Christian, what you got?
I'm going to start it off pretty much like Matt. We got Patrick Mahomes 1, Joe Burrow 2, Josh Allen 3, Lamar Jackson 4, Justin Herbert 5.
Oh my God, that shit is. Billy, what you got?
All right, so I feel like the 1-2 punch is probably going to be the same across the board. Going Patty Mahomes, it's obvious, Super Bowl winner. Joe Burrow, number 2. I got T. Larry at number 3, and at 4.
Who is it?
T. Larry is Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Big Dick
I'm trying to get a nickname to stick for almost 3 years. Number 4 is Lamar Jackson. 5 is Justin Herbert.
All right, and I'm gonna round it off with Pat being 1, Joe Burrow being 2, Lamar Jackson is my 3rd quarterback. My 4th is probably gonna catch everybody off guard, but
Jimmy G.
It's not Jimmy G.
Damn.
It's not Jimmy G.
I feel like it was, and now Antonio's buying time to not say Jimmy G.
No, never. It never was Jimmy G. But it's Josh Allen. And my fifth is I gotta go with Matt.
So your 4th was gonna catch us off guard, but not the 5th?
Your 5th is Jimmy G?
My 5th is Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. So okay.
Upcoming season, I got faith in him.
I do have one question. I'm gonna go to Matt first because why is Jimmy G in the top 5 of the AFC quarterbacks?
So we're going off of heading into 2023, what we expect them to do.
Sure.
Is that what we're going off of?
Yeah.
Anyone who gets paired up with Devontae Smith, as long as they stay healthy, they're going to have a good season.
Devontae Adams, but yeah.
Oh, did I say Smith? Adams, my bad. Too many of these koozies.
Altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many
altitude.
koozies.
Woo. Anyway,
Just
so
sneak up
that's why
on
he's
you.
top 5.
Okay.
All right. So, Billy, I got questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Justin Herbert.
What was your number 4?
I think my shock pick was Trevor Lawrence at number 3.
Why?
I just think one more year. I think his rookie year, it's kind of weird to not count someone's rookie year, but I think this is like the one situation ever that we're not going to count a rookie year. His rookie year last year, if this is the way we're doing it, this is just for my thought process on it. Doug Peterson really showed him hey, this is how an NFL quarterback's supposed to be. And I think in year 2, in that system, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to take an extreme jump into one of the big time players in the AFC. I think Jacksonville, especially with the schedule, they have that easy-ass conference. I just think Trevor Lawrence can show, look at what I'm able to do, kind of like a Lamar Jackson-esque type season that Lamar had in 2021 is what I'm really like looking for for Trevor Lawrence.
All right. So a question I got for all of y'all. What the fuck does Justin Herbert have on the league? He has done nothing. And everybody, every year, this dude's amazing. What has he done? Why? I mean, why do y'all have him top 5?
I don't, but I can see why.
So I'll defend my pick here because I do have him barely in the top 5. But I think the coach that he has is a defensive guy, number one. I think it's hard. It's a lot harder in this league for some quarterbacks to get around, especially the way that Brandon Staley coaches, all those 4th down calls and putting the defense in bad spots where now it's kind of on Justin. If you look at the playoff game when they were up 35-0 or 28-0, I think you could see like he has the
juice.
Yeah, he has the. Thank you, Christian. He has the juice to get what he's supposed to get, but his defense is letting him down. And I think in bigger terms, his head coach is really letting him down.
So that's what you got too, Christian?
Pretty much the same thing.
What shot pick did Christian have? Anybody remember?
No, his were pretty good.
Christian pulled his off ESPN.
Oh, all right.
Billy, I know ESPN agrees with me.
I know you got questions for me, Billy. Let me hear them.
I just don't. So the Josh Allen thing, because I know all three of y'all, I was the only one without Josh Allen in the top 5. I'm going to ask the same question Tonio did. We've been favoring the Bills and saying that they're Super Bowl contenders and Josh Allen is XYZ, and then now he just got the Madden cover, and I don't get it. He doesn't have a running game, so if that's what you want to use, like okay, I can kind of see.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why, because he's like one of my favorite AFC running backs that also dons the position as a quarterback.
And I can understand that to a point where we've seen Lamar Jackson have an MVP year. I think people shit on Lamar and praise Josh Allen like he's doing XYZ when
well, you've seen the order I had mine in.
Yeah, no. I saw that.
Lamar is my third. Anybody have any questions for that? Answer is now he got somebody he can throw it to.
Yes.
If healthy, if and I'm praying because it's a big if Mark Andrews and BJ can stay healthy, the Ravens team is really deadly.
Lamar staying healthy, yeah.
Yeah. That Ravens team, we could see another MVP season out of Lamar Jackson. I don't think people remember that he led the league in touchdown passes.
Nope.
I don't. You really just he's a running. No, you don't lead the league
with no number one receiver.
And let me just throw one more stat that no one talks about. He has the highest pocket passer rating of any quarterback. That's fucking Joe Burrow. That's Patrick Mahomes. Has the highest pocket rating of any quarterback in the league.
Definitely gets
overlooked. No one cares about hot pockets, Billy.
I'm saying though, if you're judging a quarterback for what he's doing, being in the pocket is where the fuck you want your quarterback to do well.
Is it the ham and cheese or is it the fucking pepperoni?
Well, if I'm just getting pepperoni with no cheese, I'd rather have a ham and cheese.
Okay. That's all I'm asking.
All right.
I'll get
Not that hard.
But with that, Tonio, so that was just but Mac Jones, are you just being a fanboy? We can just get that quickly.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, you pointed some shit out to me, and I just want to see if it'll work. Bill is back in the fucking building. He was there with him at Alabama.
Did he leave? Did he leave?
Not Belichick.
Billy O.
Seen him in 15
yeah,
years.
not Belichick.
O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien is back in the building. That was he was there when Matt won and had, even though he had a whole fucking roster full of 5-star receivers. So I just want to see if Bill could tap into some shit that maybe nope.
Real fast, I was just going to ask a question. So you know how the story of Mac Jones going back to his Alabama coaches and asking questions about the way the offense was running? Did you know one of the coaches was Bill O'Brien?
Right.
because he was just trying to get a handle on the NFL. Like, why is it this way or that way or whatever?
All right, so I'm thinking that Bill got a hold of that information, and he was like, you know what? This dude sucks for Alabama. I know Nick will be willing to get rid of him.
Bill probably found out he was asking Saban, and then he was like, what was Saban's record in the NFL? Shut the fuck up.
So,
Lose his number.
Antonio.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying, you know, what possibly can happen, but I think the only thing that's going to hold Mac, because I like Mac Jones, and I think the things that are going to keep him from reaching his potential is the weapons around him. I don't think they've surrounded him with enough.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, we really never had weapons, bro.
Right,
like,
right.
Never had weapons. I mean, in the history of
Patriots,
me being a fan, bro, like since 2001, the best receiver we had was a retired, come back in the league, running 4.3, Randy Moss. And you seen what he did, but that's the biggest name we done had. Like, okay, I can give you Wes Welker.
But then again, who was throwing him the ball was also a difference.
I'm giving you this, Billy. I know Deion Branch, I know Wes Welker, I know Julian, but none of them are nowhere.
Did anything once they left.
They would have never been top 5 receiver in the league. They were never that, ever. We've never had a top 5 receiver in the league until we got
Gronk,
GOAT receiver in the league.
Gronk's not a receiver, he's a tight end.
Yeah, so I just think and we did.
You can't say it's not a weapon though. You guys are saying weapons,
right.
We did just get some good receivers that I think are better than what we had. So I just want to see. We got an Ole Miss receiver out there that I feel like everybody always shit on Ole Miss receivers. I don't know why, but we got him. Just y'all.
Yeah, everybody hates DK. Everybody doesn't like AJ Brown. Shut up, Tonio.
What was that thing where
Elijah Moore was the first round pick?
They were sleeping on us.
What's that, Matt?
That thing where Georgia was like, the coach put out that they like weren't the favorites, and like it got leaked that like Georgia
everybody
was the underdog or something
bro.
in the Georgia locker room. Like no one once ever said that.
Or what I would say, Jalen Ramsey said that. I'm him. Everybody doubted me. Come on, dude. Nobody said you.
No.
But the best corner in the league.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I got Mac Jones. I'm hoping Bill O'Brien could tap into something like he go to talk to Bill and Bill's just right there. It's way easier right there in his ear on the field on Sundays. I hope he can make the adjustments. So I'm not being a fan. I just think with our defense and Bill Belichick, and if Bill can get in his head, then our season turns around. But we're going to go from AFC to NFC, and I'm going to switch up the order. Started with you this time, Billy. Who's your
this time,
top 5 NFC quarterbacks?
Top 5 NFC quarterbacks. I'm going number 1, Jalen Hurts. Probably should have won MVP last year, but I mean, I can understand why he didn't after he got hurt. Number 2, I'm going Jared Goff. Don't go crazy, Lions fanboys. He has a great offensive line and great weapons. Number 3, obviously, it's Brock Purdy. Number 4 is Geno Smith. And number 5, where this is where everyone's going to freak out, I think it's going to be Derek Carr.
Billy, I'm glad you think that. I'm glad you think that's where you're going to freak out.
Okay.
Actually, Billy, our list is quite similar.
Oh, is it?
I also have Jalen Hurts as the number 1 quarterback in the NFC. He just came out of the Super Bowl, and I do think he should have won the MVP, but I can see why he didn't. I definitely have Jared Goff as my number 2. But he can play, man. I can't take it from him. I have Matt Stafford as my number 3. I just like Matt Stafford, bro. I don't know. I bigged up Matt Stafford while he was in Detroit. Me and Billy had an episode about it. I like Matt Stafford. He's consistently good. Like, you consistently give me 4,000 yards, then I'm taking that. Like, what number am I on?
4.
My number 4 is actually gonna be Geno as well. I don't know why anybody's mad, but look at the numbers, bro. He completed 69% of his throws last year. That's good as fuck.
69%.
30.
He almost completed 70 with 4,200 yards, and his touchdown to interception was 30-11. I mean,
yeah, I'm not, so I'm not mad at that. And I really want to have a 5A, 5B, but I can't because I like Derek Carr so bad, and I hate this dude and the team so bad. But I have to go with Dak Prescott as number 5. I just feel like he a top 10 all time.
Get him off the show.
Passer rating or completion rating, top 10 all time is crazy to say. This team sucks. He sucks, but he good. Like he's just ass.
The team sucks. The owner sucks. He sucks.
What did you say, Billy?
I was gonna say he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and I feel like that gets overlooked so much in the quarterback
doesn't.
If they're not
he
winning.
led the league in interception.
Right.
That's a lot of mistakes.
No, but if you look at numbers, how many? It was like more than half of his interceptions were off the hands of his own receivers.
Hey, that's his fault. No one to throttle it down a little bit.
No excuses. A pick is a pick.
No one to throttle it down.
A pick is a pick. I'm helping.
I do think while we hear it real quick, and then I'm going to you, Christian. I do think we should change that for quarterback. If my own receiver, it hits their hand, and then they just drop that shit and get picked. The receiver threw that interception, not me. Because it's right here.
That's half a pick.
If it's right here or right here, like anywhere, yeah, that's your fault. Hey, but Christian, who you got?
I got number 1, Jalen Hurts. 2, Matt Stafford. 3, Jared Goff. 4, Derek Carr. And 5, I think y'all gonna hate this, but he wins games. Kirk Cousins.
I like Kirk Cousins. I've never
get him off the show too.
That's the only one that doesn't.
His numbers themselves. He might not be winning Super Bowl playoff games or primetime games, but he puts up.
We didn't say make a power ranking on 1:00 games, Christian.
No, he's won 2 fucking playoff games.
Right, but he does
guess what time it wasn't at.
Hey Matt, I guess what Kirk done did 7 of the last 8 years.
What's that?
What'd he do?
Throw for 4,000 yards.
He puts up numbers.
Either way.
Hey, it doesn't hurt like Stephon Diggs and Justin Jefferson. I will say that.
Yeah.
Hey, Peyton put up numbers with Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. We don't bash him.
We should. I bash him every chance I get. That motherfucker's playoff record is under 500. Fuck Peyton Manning.
So he ain't one of the top.
And that's why me and Billy's names on the show right there, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck Peyton Manning. Should have went to Ole Miss, you bitch.
Well,
yeah, you should have. Matt, what you got?
All right, so I got Jalen. Me and Antonio's list pretty similar until he fucking flew off the rails with Dak for some reason. But Jalen, Goff, Stafford. Then I have Carr at 4, and then at 5. 5 I have Gino.
So,
all right.
So I noticed everyone's list. I'm sorry, Antonio. Everyone's list has Derek Carr on it. Why are we so high on Derek Carr?
I think that Derek Carr got the bad end of the deal in the fucking Raiders deal. I told you, Billy, and I'm gonna stand on this hill. If Gruden never left, the Raiders look different, and
yes, sir.
we talking better about Derek Carr. Bro, he's not sorry. Like he wasn't sorry,
and he almost won that MVP in 2013 until he broke his leg.
All the
Marshawn Lynch doing at the home run derby.
What do you have? 7 head coaches.
Yeah,
new coordinator every year, and drag that decimated team to the playoffs. Crazy. You gotta give him love.
And this, all right, Billy. To cement my point, listen to this: a 4-time Pro Bowler. But something that he's never had is support. Now, he had good receivers and a great running game, but defense is terrible. Yeah. 6 different head coaches, and it's been that fucking owner, like, that shit's been shitty. And doing all of that, he still leads the NFL with 33 game-winning drives since he entered the league.
Come
on.
What were you
That's a gamer.
So the reason why we're putting Carr here is, go ahead, I'm not sure if you guys have a list. Look at the AFC, then look at the NFC. If Jared Goff is the second best quarterback in that conference, I'm a Lions fan, but that's a fucking problem. And Derek Carr is just a slightly better version of Kirk Cousins. So if Kirk Cousins gives you 4,000 yards, guess what? Derek Carr is the same thing, but slightly better. That's why he's making the top 5. He's making number 4 on my list. If it was AFC, he wouldn't even be the 10th quarterback.
But now none of those players in the NFC would.
Jalen Hurts would.
Okay, maybe
Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff
may. Who?
Jared Goff may hit number 5.
No,
maybe tickle
there's no
it.
way I'm taking him over any of those other quarterbacks. You wouldn't either.
So Jalen Hurts not in the
Jimmy
top 5 of
I have
in the
Jimmy G in
AFC?
my top 5, and I would take Goff over that. So.
But we all can agree Jimmy G shouldn't be in there.
Christian, so you want to take Jalen Hurts
You'll see.
in the AFC as a top 5 quarterback?
No.
He was just.
And if he is, he's at the end of it.
I mean, if he's 5th, is he not top 5?
No, that's what I'm saying. I have to look through who's in there and all that stuff, but off the top of my head,
you don't gotta look. We just did a list.
Right, it's not in front of me. But I'm taking Mahomes before him.
What do you do?
I'm taking Burrow before him. I'm taking Josh Allen before him. I'm taking Lamar before him. That leaves one spot.
So why are you taking Josh Allen before him and he's done something that Josh Allen hasn't done
Him and
in
Allen,
his second year in the league?
He's only had one good year. Josh Allen's been. We know what he's going to do.
He only been in the league.
He's had
right.
So good years.
He had one.
He also took Brady to the fucking brink the year Brady won the Super Bowl that we're just gonna forget about. And
no, I didn't forget. We talking about Hurts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a terrible take.
My favorite, Trent Dilfer, go to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't say he's a great quarterback.
No. I'm just saying.
I'm a Scott Mitchell guy myself.
So everybody can have one good game or a good year. Let me see it consistently.
It's 2 good years.
It's been 2 good years in a row. That's what you call consistent.
And I do think MVP should have winning MVP unless you get hurt. I think that throws you into it. That's what I was saying with Derek Carr also, where Justin Herbert's never been close to an MVP. Josh Allen's been kind of teetering with it, but he's not. His mistakes have not let him win an MVP. As a Jalen Hurts, if he just played those 2 fucking games, he would have been the MVP in the NFL.
Well, the way I like it. Let me see 2-3 years of good play.
Is Jalen Hurts better than Lamar Jackson?
No. Okay. I mean, do y'all disagree?
I don't disagree, but I think he's right there behind.
He made a Super Bowl.
I think he right there behind.
Trent Dilfer made a Super Bowl.
Way better.
That's not.
I think that.
Just because you make a Super Bowl,
no. Because if we can take a quarterback winning, If we can take a quarterback winning rings and put that into their GOAT argument, we can take a quarterback going to the Super Bowl in an argument.
We can
do that.
No, because you don't win
Don't say you can't, because then you can't factor in rings.
Winning a Super Bowl and going to the Super Bowl.
No. Because going is a team. That's a team sport.
Your Trent Dilfer argument is null and void because that defense carried him.
Okay, which defense
didn't carry
that's
him. Another thing. See, hold on, because I'm
Joe Flacco, when he took Baltimore. No, he was a top 5 quarterback.
But
you said Joe Flacco what? Joe Flacco had the best playoff run we ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. Just because everybody can have a good game or two, I'm talking about consistently. Was he ever a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Not a top 5 playoff.
Joe Flacco is always in the conversation for elite. Is he elite?
Whoa!
Every year. No. Go back. Every year it was. Is Joe Flacco elite or is he not elite? He was like that cutoff guy of whether you're good or not. If you're better than Joe Flacco, you were elite. If you're not, just fucking go to the back of the bus, basically.
Christian,
I've never heard that.
Christian, Jalen Hurts had 2 good years. You just said
y'all naming his rookie. He didn't even start the season off. I don't understand how y'all bringing that up.
Again, that shows how great he is because he came into a situation where he wasn't going to be the starting quarterback, got picked in the 2nd round, still had to do that weird Carson Wentz thing, and then the next year it was his team. He played really well, and then the year it was like, oh, this is our guy. When Nick Sirianni was like that, then he shows the fuck up. It's like Lamar. It's exactly like Lamar Jackson's, where Lamar had Joe Flacco sitting there, and then we took him out, and then Lamar.
We all knew what was lined up with Lamar. Not Lamar. With Hurts, they were even saying
they knew what was lined up there too.
No, that was even going into the offseason saying he's either not
in the 1st round.
Did y'all watch the draft that year?
Christian, come on.
If y'all watched the draft, they was talking about it.
The analysts are stupid for the draft.
I'm sorry, I forgot. We know more than NFL analysts who do that for a living.
Why the fuck did you pick Jalen Hurts in the second round when you have Carson Wentz?
No different than when Trey Lance got traded up for, and now he's about to be cut.
And what did he do? Not shit. That's different.
Now is it different? They took the same guys.
What?
Trey Lance was pick number 3. You said why would they draft him just to replace him? They no different than when the 49ers drafted Trey Lance. And now they're replacing him.
Jimmy G. It just so happened the guy they took at 242 was better than the guy they took.
Right. That's wrong. Right. But the Eagles didn't have somebody that was better than Hurts.
Wentz was the better pick because they took him number 2 fucking 3 years before Jalen Hurts got in the league.
What? That's a different argument. That's
the argument we having.
What the fuck?
We're saying that Jalen Hurts, he was replacing Wentz, who had already been injured and had already been benched.
He hasn't been benched yet.
By Nick Foles.
He got hurt and got benched. He was hurt. So
he never won his job.
Nick Foles. They had to start Nick Foles.
And he never got his job back.
Jalen got drafted.
He did get his job back. Nick Foles got moved to a different team.
He signed with the Colts, didn't he?
For 2 weeks, they drafted his replacement.
The Bears, yeah, whatever.
Jalen Hurts was not his replacement when he got there, Christian.
That's why it was such a crazy move because he wasn't going to be the replacement. Everybody was out.
So, I mean, let me ask you.
Just draft the number 1 guy.
When Jalen Hurts was drafted second round, you really thought he was going to sit the bench, or you knew the writing was on the wall?
Yeah, because it was a bad player available.
It was a bad pick.
I didn't believe that. I figured they're not taking him second round to sit the bench.
Christian.
I don't believe y'all believed he was going to sit the bench. Second round pick, you wasting for a backup quarterback?
Yes. No. 2 years removed from an almost MVP season.
What, man?
Carson Wentz almost won an MVP, and then they draft him. It was like, what? It was just. They
didn't have a quarterback. They had Matt Flynn who just flamed out. He wasn't taking teams almost in the MVP race like Carson Wentz.
No one saw what was going to happen to Carson Wentz when it happened.
The writing was on the wall.
How? No, it wasn't.
They were already saying he was bad.
Looking back, it is. Yeah,
they were talking about
gone, but then it wasn't.
They were already talking about how cancerous he was in the bathroom, in the locker room, how he wasn't a leader.
So we just talked about Jalen Hurts getting hurt and not winning an MVP. That's literally what happened to Carson Wentz. Like, that's like saying if the Eagles took another quarterback in the second round this year, you're having the same conversation.
Or Gardner Minshew fucking lights it up. Minshew mania.
Right. Exactly. And then we're going to be like, oh, well, we got to draft Jalen's fucking replacement because Gardner Minshew was the reason.
But I said the same thing, though. Let me see it multiple years, not just one.
We seen it too. Either way, let's move on because Christian are arguing. Christian don't like just saying, hey, you know what? That's right.
We all know who don't like that.
Christian. I just said your name.
You in the person.
Either way.
You too, buddy.
All right. You too. You too.
If I don't like something.
Hey, here you go, about to argue it now. Just accept
I'll remove my problems.
So where are we going? Summer League next? Is that what we're going to talk about?
No, sir. We're going to keep it football, man. You know, I just said we're talking about the meat right now. We'll get to the potatoes later.
I like my sides first.
Well,
save the best for later.
I eat dessert first.
Grow up and be a fucking man. That's what you can do.
I eat my sides first? What a fucking psycho.
Actually, I do. I eat my sides first, too.
I only eat my French fries first.
Because I do want to say the steak for last.
There you go.
Billy
do too.
Billy, if you get a steak and potato, you eating a potato first.
Steak is gone, deleted.
Oh, and y'all say the potatoes for last.
Yeah, because that's it. Now I have to be full, and I'm gonna eat the potatoes. And number 2, I never make sides ever. I just eat the fucking main thing. I eat chicken wings. It's just
you don't get no vegetables in your meal.
Speaking of just strictly business, you know what the best thing about Arizona is?
How's your bowel movement?
Their burritos here are just filled with nothing but meat. There's no rice. There's no beans. There's nothing. It's just meat.
How's your bowel movements with no vegetables?
Not good.
He whispered, "Not good." Let's not ask that question again. That's disgusting. I don't want to know about Billy's bowel movement. But let's move back on.
I've helped him.
Strained it in there. He's popping out his head and shit.
All right, well, when Christian gets off toilet duty, we'll move on. All right, man. Let's get down to what's coming up before all of this stuff. Let's get down to college football, man. I know everybody been waiting on it. Hopefully, I wish they would take away targeting. I want to see more people get hit, injured. Like I missed that about football. Crash test.
I do miss career-ending injuries.
Come across the middle, clean them up.
I do. Taylor Mays would be in jail if he played football now. It would be really bad.
Really did. He just didn't make
it. But let's go to the NCAA, man. I really want to get into some stuff on the upcoming year. Perfect that Billy got away really quick so I can go to y'all starting it off. I want a breakdown of your squads upcoming year. And since you two share the same terrible squad, I'll let y'all go first. Or hey, let's go, Matt. But save some.
What do you mean? What do you mean a breakdown?
How on their upcoming year? What are you looking for? What's big? What might hurt you? Who's your toughest competitor? Don't say Ohio State. I know it's them, but somebody other than Ohio State. Just give me a synopsis of what to look forward to Michigan football 23-24.
So our toughest competitor will be Penn State outside of Ohio State.
Why?
I believe we're playing them on the road this year, and it's probably going to be a whiteout game. Penn State is one of the hardest environments to play in. They're also, I think they finished, 10th or 12th? They finished like an even number at the end of the last season rankings. Up there, top 15. They're a good team. They went down to SEC, did what last season. They're like, oh, Auburn's not a good team, but good luck playing Big Ten football down here in SEC country. Stomped the fucking shit out of them. Blew the doors off them. But that's just Penn State. What we're looking for is J.J. McCarthy taking the next step in the passing game, but I don't think he'll really do that because Corum is coming back. Donovan Edwards will be fully healthy. We're just going to ride that 1-2 punch the whole season. Basically the same thing that happened last year. We're just going to rinse, wash, repeat.
Christian?
Pretty much everything Matt said. I'm going to just go to the defensive side. Say we got a lot coming back. We did lose Mozzie Smith, but I think Mason Graham. What else? Benny up front. Kenneth Grant, I really think is going to step up. I think that new pass rusher is going to turn into help me out, Matt. What's his name with the tattoos?
From East Carolina State. Oh, McGregor.
McGregor, I think is going to step up. Hopefully, the transfer from East Carolina, was it East Carolina? No, Coastal Carolina. Hopefully, he comes in to add something to the pass rush. But other than that, secondary solid, linebackers pretty solid. McCarthy just cleaned things up, and I think we'll ride that running wave. Best offensive line in the country.
We also got a couple of transfers in. If you look at like the preseason Remington Award list or like the preseason award list, Nugent from Stanford coming in, they're already saying he's the best center in college football. I don't know how that happens. Maybe he comes to Michigan, but he was like above average center for Stanford. But now that you surround yourself with actual talent, I don't know. Hopefully he's as good as advertised, but he's already on the Remington watch list. So.
All right. So another question. Who y'all got? I know, who's the better team? I gotta ask, and I want no fanboy shit. Is y'all taking another one this year, or is Ohio State this year they rally?
Let me start off.
Okay.
I mean, no fanboy shit. I need.
Yeah. So I always say I'm giving love to Ohio State because they're a good team. I believe they're as a program in a better situation than we are. We're getting there, but they're already established and where they need to be. But the only difference I think is going to be you got to come to the big house now. So us riding on that 2-game wave and we'll be home, I think we'll have the edge. Now, if you flip it to Ohio State, I'll probably give them the edge. But I think that home field advantage makes a difference.
What you got, Matt? I mean, because real quick, have they even gotten a quarterback yet?
No, but that's the thing. Ohio State, when they ever have a bad one, next man up and they're good. Whoever, if it's the number one quarterback or whatever.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have the number one quarterback prospect.
Talking
about
about
the number.
Noland.
Yeah,
From like 3 years ago.
I was gonna say, I
thought-
think, but
I
the
thought
other
Arch
two
Manning
were-
was the number one prospect.
Who?
That's Texas.
No, I said I thought Arch Manning was the number one prospect.
No. This guy is like 3 years removed from high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So kind of like what Christian was saying, they got to come to Michigan now, but they've got a whole bunch of turnover. They have Marvin Harrison Jr. I keep saying Smith. Marvin Harrison Jr. That's all they have returning. Really, like if you think about their big
whole
games,
receiving core.
no.
Also,
Jackson
no.
Njigba's gone.
But he didn't play last year. You got Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah.
You got Julian Fleming. I mean, that was a part of a great receiving core last year.
They had 3 5-star freshmen coming in on top of.
Okay, yeah, but now they have freshmen coming in. But guess what? We have our starters who blew that team out of the water last year.
Yes.
We have more receiving yards than them. We have them back. Plus, we have about 4 4-stars coming in, and then the 4-stars we had last year who didn't even play this year, right?
So let me.
Let
me just get to the end of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, keep it
Okay.
brief.
So Michigan, we're basically bringing back the same exact team minus a couple guys here or there, right? We almost have 0 turnover off offense or defense.
Right.
We're missing our defensive tackle, but guess what? We have everything else around him back in place. Offense, we didn't lose anyone but our center, but we only had him for 1 year. It's not like anything crazy. Then we get 3 transfers in who have started over 100 career games. Or not 100, over 40 career games. I don't know why I said 100.
We did
40
lose
career games. That's a lot. That's a lot in college. That's a lot in college. So we have almost no turnover. We have a bunch of experience compared to a team that is re-overhauling itself. You know, at every point in every college team, there's a turnover of like, hey, this guy's been a starter since his sophomore year for 3 years, but then all of a sudden, you know, we got a new guy who's got to be the starter all year, not just play part-time.
Yeah.
That's what they're going through right now. They don't know if that guy can play 10, 12, 13 games. They don't know that. We have a proven commodity, and they don't. But that needs to be their advantage where we don't know what they have.
So you got Michigan, too.
Yes, cool.
All right, that's all I wanted to know. So, Billy.
Yes.
No.
I know you're tired of talking about Michigan. I just have 2 questions. These are yes or no questions. Has Michigan and Ohio State ever had because every time I look at the numbers, it's always like Ohio State won from this year to this year, and then Michigan won from this year to this year, and then Ohio State won from this year to this year. It's never been like win, loss, win, loss, win. It's never been like that, right? And I think this is new. Is Michigan's new era of the winning. I just want to throw that out there. Number 2, I think, Matt, you're very, very wrong. If you look at the mock draft for 2024, Ohio State has the most first-round mock draft picks of any school.
I didn't say that we're going to have the higher-end talent.
No. I'm saying, though, you're saying the overhaul. And I'm thinking, how is it a bigger overhaul? I'm just, again. It's
because all the draft players, they lost to the draft, right? They lost their quarterback. That's way bigger than us. We didn't lose our quarterback. That's huge.
Your quarterback
right there alone is huge. What?
Your quarterback wasn't very good.
What?
I'm not saying he was amazing, but
Next question.
I mean, because really, none of them questions were yes or no, Billy.
Yeah.
You did say yes or no.
Yeah, yes or no.
We'll move on.
Billy.
So,
why are you talking nonsense? Let's hear some more nonsense. Let's talk about Texas Tech's upcoming season.
So Texas Tech, I'm not going to be as in depth as these 2 guys because they're just way too blind with everything. But Texas Tech, they're bringing back a lot of really good skill players on the obviously on the skill positions. Is what I'm saying. That defense is still going to be questionable playing in the Big 12. It's obvious, like there's not a whole lot of defense being played anyway. Bringing back Tyler So. I can't ever say that motherfucker's name right. He was 5-0 as a starter whenever they played him in the games, or whenever he started a game. They beat Texas, they beat Oklahoma, and they beat Ole Miss in a bowl game. So I'm thinking they're not going to be bad, but I'm not saying they're going to be fucking one of the best teams in college football because I'm not silly. I think we need a lot of help on the defensive end. Having Kitley, the offensive coordinator, is going to be great. And we're just going to see what Joey can do again this year.
All right, that's how I feel about the best team on the list, Ole Miss. I think we have the most interesting quarterback competition going on for real with Jackson Dart going against Oklahoma State's Spencer Sanders, going against LSU's Walker Howard, who transferred because Buddy came in there, and he wasn't sorry. He just wasn't going to start over LSU's quarterback. So that's interesting.
Jalen Daniels, I think, right?
Yeah, Jalen Daniels. Sorry, John. Jaden Daniels. Sorry, John.
Jaden Daniels. Sorry, John.
But also, I think we're going offensively. We should be really good. Judkins doesn't have to share the load last year like he did with what's his name? Zach Evans. So
Heisman favorite.
I think he should be 16 touchdowns, 1,500 yards on the ground. That's crazy numbers. Behind not the best offensive line in college, because when you have the best offensive line, then you should put up numbers and not get hurt like a bitch. But
that was a little uncalled for.
Yeah, my fault.
I don't know if you know who hit him, but he was drafted top 5, so you just put that out there.
Well, maybe one of them top 5 on the 5.
Devin Witherspoon took him out.
How about we let?
I mean, he really took himself out, but he was like in on the play.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to my synopsis because Christian's about to say something dumb. I really think offensively, we bench straight. Lane Kiffin is offensive mind. What we have to pick it up is he's not a defensive mind. So he just let anybody come in there and run silly defenses and 3-2-6s and shit like that in the SEC, which I get because the SEC has turned into a passing conference instead of running. But if you line up in a 3-2-6, we still capable of running, stupid. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we can get that figured out. We got a new coordinator again, defensive coordinator. So I'm excited to see what's going on there and transitioning from there. Since we're talking about our teams, let's get the top 10 early rankings for next year predictions. I'm starting with you, Christian.
Well, of course, we're going to start it off with Georgia.
Hold on. Is this the end of the year? I just wanted to see if we can clear this up. Is this the end of the year? This is where we think everyone's going to end up?
Just start off.
To start off.
Okay.
I think we give
Who we're high on starting the season, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I give it to the 2-time defending champs. We got Georgia. Number 2, Michigan. 3, Ohio State. 4, Alabama. 5, USC. 6, LSU. 7, Tennessee. 8, Penn State. 9, Clemson. And because they beat Florida State last year, I don't see why Florida State would jump them. Round it out with Florida State.
I almost respect that.
Let's go, Matt.
I'm going to go Georgia 1, Michigan 2. Then my 2 from a previous show, Florida State, Clemson. I don't know why I picked those 2 in the same conference, but hey, we're still running with it because I said it on live television, basically.
I respect that.
All right. And then from there, I've got Alabama at 5, Ohio State at 6, LSU 7, Penn State 8, Tennessee 9, okay, and then we'll finish it out with Washington at 10.
You really got high hopes for that big arm QB in Tennessee, don't you, Matt?
No, I mean if he can rein it in, they already have a good team around him, so if he can just not throw it 60 yards past them, keep it in the stadium, he might have a chance.
What's up, Billy? Who you got?
So, Georgia, number 1. I got Bama at number 2. I really like their quarterbacks this year. Ohio State at 3. LSU at 4. 5 is Clemson. 6 is USC. 7 is Michigan. 8 is Oregon. 9, Florida State. And then Penn State rounds out the top 10.
How many times do I teach you this lesson, old man?
You need a lesson where you get to the playoff and shit the bed? Yeah.
Hey, no, we're not talking about end-of-season rankings. We're talking where we stand day 1.
Yeah, you looked really bad against TCU, who I don't even have in the top 25. So yes.
Hey, watch this.
So
shit.
I got.
Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
I have a different number one from y'all. I'm going Alabama number one.
Are you gonna say Ole Miss?
I was about to walk off.
I'm going on thing. Go ahead.
They don't disrespect me.
Justin's gonna be really good.
College football with that.
Shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't disrespect them by putting Michigan.
I got dude, come on, we are with you this. Any smart man knows the better team. Come on, you do too.
Ohio State in y'all conference.
No, Michigan to Ole Miss.
You don't play nobody. Either way, I got Alabama. I got Alabama number one, Georgia number two, Ohio State number three, LSU number four. I got USC number five, Michigan 6. I got Texas at 7. I don't know, something about Stark down there. I got where I stopped at?
7, 8. You at 8.
I got Tennessee at 8, Penn State.
You must be really high on that quarterback down there.
Because of you, bro.
Same place I got him.
Why are you looking at me like that, Billy? I got Penn State at 9, and then I got Ole Miss as number 10.
What the fuck?
I too that.
Look, okay, hold on. Let me get the time down so I can do this real.
Can we document these somehow?
Yes. Why the fuck is Texas near the top 10? What on God's green earth have they done to make us
their two best players
and lost 4?
Is Quinn going to be the starter, or is it going to be fucking Arch? That's going to be the question going into that season, number one. Number two, they lost to Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, TCU, and then they lost to Washington in the bowl game. Why are they top 10? Stark,
he doesn't know.
What has he done? He doesn't know. Nothing.
They top 10 because I said it.
Come on, you got to come with an argument. We need to know this.
But they bringing them back from the year. They
like
bringing
the
them
long
back.
snapper?
Whenever y'all ready, whenever you want me to go.
You got the floor.
All right, I'm just making sure. So we go back to them games they lost, right? All 5 of them games they lost, Billy. How many points did they lose them by? Right, 7 or less.
That's been a touchdown on all those.
All of them games, bro. They had Alabama on their ropes. Had them on the ropes. Okay. They should have beat Alabama.
Is that going to happen again this year?
Alabama.
Wow.
Alabama gonna beat the shit out of them. Okay. But they return. What, Matt?
There's no ropes in football. There is chains.
I like that.
But y'all what I just heard was everything y'all said against Michigan, but y'all are saying it's okay to give it. Texas played hard as hell.
Y'all,
in Michigan, they got their ass whooping. We lost by, 3 points?
Who is y'all?
You was in it too? What they do in the playoffs?
I'm crushing Tonio about Texas.
No, I'm talking about how y'all crushed Michigan for losing to TCU, but
I'm crushing Texas for the same thing I'm crushing Michigan for.
Okay, pass. You got to pass. Sorry about that, Dad bod Billy.
Shit.
Either way,
why do we not get a pass, but they do?
That's a good question, Tonio. Answer that.
Because y'all can't beat my ass.
We need a real answer.
Y'all can't beat my ass, and Michigan sucks. That's 2 answers. But y'all don't get a pass because y'all talk, bruh. It was TCU, bro. It was TCU.
A loss is a loss. It don't matter.
Nah, bro. It was TCU. Texas
a team that was in the national title. What type of argument is that?
They shouldn't have been there because of y'all. Y'all should have beat the fuck out of them.
Texas lost to TCU too, Tonio.
Oh fuck!
Yes, Billy. They was supposed to. Were they ranked anywhere near where Michigan was ranked in the last few years, Billy?
Yes or no? Lost to the
yes
team
or no, Billy?
Title. What?
Okay, then. Texas shouldn't have been in the game with Alabama at all, but they was.
Why shouldn't they have?
But after they lose a generational talent,
what'd you say,
why
Billy?
are they now in the top 10?
What'd you say, Billy?
What players do they have outside of Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers that make you put them in the top 10?
They got the roster, but these are the same guys that lost 4 games last year.
5
games.
They had a good recruiting class, but they're freshmen. They're not going to make a huge impact.
Texas always has a good recruiting class. I don't want to hear shit about Texas's recruiting class.
Hey, bro, just mark my words. All right.
Whew.
We don't got to stay on that.
That's a take to your ass.
I mean, it ain't up there with OBJ being
it's
third.
right up there. You about to
No, it's not.
You right there with me. Welcome to the team, player.
Nah, not close at all.
You
right there.
Isn't even a top 5 team in the Big 12.
Big people still asking me who's that dude that said Odell Beckham should be a third.
Right, but half the people that's asking you that are retarded. They don't watch football, so I don't care what they say.
One of them has a PhD as a college coach.
Tonio, Texas.
What is that even in? What is a PhD as a college coach?
Nothing.
No, a PhD and is a college coach. He has his.
What's his team record? They probably sorry too. Hell.
What?
Better than the Peloton Warriors.
I went to high school.
The team that you just put in the top 10 weren't
Billy. Argue with your Nirvana poster. All right, I said what I said.
So you're wrong. I got it. Now we're moving. Okay.
That was his defeat. That was the white flag.
That wasn't a white flag. Mark my words. But let's move.
Mark them down to that in that notebook, Billy.
Let's move from there.
I'll put it in my calendar for
from me being right and Billy being silly, like always, to who do you guys have?
Why you look like that? That's funny. Funny.
Who do you guys have as your Heisman favorites for the year? I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna say the same person.
No, it's gonna pain me to say mine. I'll say mine first. Is gonna be Jenkins from Ole Miss.
Jenkins, bro. Don't disrespect.
What did I say?
Jenkins.
You said it right, man. Billy.
What a racist. They all got the same name. God damn. Who you got, Matt?
I'm trying to think of his name, but he plays on Florida State.
Hell.
Oh, the quarterback.
Yeah.
The receiver or the quarterback?
The quarterback. Not the 6'7" guy.
Jordan Travis.
Jordan Travis.
I'm not mad at that. Christian, who you got?
I'm going Judkins, Ole Miss.
Hey, Christian, who you
got? Yeah, right. I'm going Caleb Williams. And the runner-up is Blake Corum. Judkins put him out of mother. We'll put him at 8.
You know they got you know they got Blake Corum with a 4,000 odds to be the Heisman candidate.
And they also had something like that for TCU to make the championship, and they made it. So those numbers don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you had to go up against who they went up against,
I ain't never been an analytics guy because on the field, analytics ain't playing.
I mean, analytics.
Let's go.
Unless analytics definitely didn't come into play when they played. Never mind, we don't have to get back into that.
Well,
I have Judkins also, but my second for real is Jaden Daniels. I feel like that dude will have a good year. What's his name sucked, but he'll have a good year. His coach is a fake talking. Matt, you got the goddamn voice down. I hate that dude. I forgot his name. What's his name? Ryan Kelly?
Shut up. It's Brian Kelly.
Who?
It's Brian Kelly. He's one of the best coaches in the league.
No, he's not. Hey, but let's get into some serious shit. Exactly. Let's get into some serious shit in college football before we move on.
Haters. There's some haters.
Let's talk about this Northwestern situation, man.
It's on TV right now.
Yeah, because it was big. Let me make sure I get it correctly. What's his name?
Hazing allegation.
Pat Fitzgerald.
Pat Fitzgerald. One of Billy's favorite coaches, according to Matt.
I don't know how that came
according to me.
You said they
pull up in the top 5 list by Billy. Pat Fitz. It's right there. And he ain't 2 through 5 either.
So Pat Fitzgerald was fired as Northwestern's football head coach amid the hazing allegations. And I just want to see how y'all felt about that because along with the hazing allegations, racism came out. And if we know one thing about hazing, most of the time that shit has something to do with your skin, color of your skin. In certain situations, examples of the hazing were the ones that caught my eye, and I know this shit too because some high schools won't even let you walk down the stage or let you in school. It was a lot of people went to court for this shit. It was the dreadlocks, the people on the team with the dreads or the locks, him telling them to cut their locks and come and play like the American way. That is crazy as fuck to me. Like, that's some crazy ass shit. So how y'all feel about that? I'm gonna start with you, Billy. Because I want to know. But I'll ask you later what I want to know.
Well, so here's my thing, man. So number one, these are allegations. There has been nothing proved. There has been one player that has came and said these said hazing, again, allegations, right?
Three players.
No. So there's one player that came and said this. There's two players that have said, "Oh, I saw that happen." They did not say it happened to them. My problem is that it's allegations. Number one, we're firing a dude off of allegations. Number two, Northwestern is not just some school. These are the academics for Northwestern are pretty fucking incredible. You have to be smart to get in there. You can't just be somebody who barely passed high school and get in there. The fact that Pat Fitzgerald has been in Northwestern for 10 plus years, where we've never heard anything
17 years.
What did you say?
17 years as head coach, 26 years in total.
Not one time until this year has these allegations even flustered into a real issue, right? You're telling me out of all those players that have played for Pat Fitzgerald, only three of them, I'll even say all three, fuck it, whatever. So three of them have said this shit is happening. The running, it's a freshman run, right? Is a dry hump, and if you fuck up on a play, like you get dry hump by these players or whatever. There's a signal for it. You're Shrek. This is the Shrek call where I'm Shrek. I'm gonna hump you, and this is how it's gonna go. Again, allegedly. There's also another alleged argument saying that they did it in the shower, to where a naked man is going on another naked man and just doing this stuff. Maybe it's a little too old school for me, where I don't see players putting up with that shit, especially in a college program. If you told me it happened in high school, I'd have a bigger time believing you. But you're not telling me that there are almost grown men in college where they understand what they have at stake is going to put up with this, especially in a school like Northwestern. You told me it happened at fucking Alabama State, I'd believe you to a point. But again,
wait, so is it Alabama State because it's an HBCU? You fucking...
No, I was just saying a state school that's easy to get into. I didn't even know Alabama State was an HBCU. Fine. At LSU. If you tell me this happened at LSU, I'd have a better time believing you. Is that better, Tonio?
No. First of all, I just don't like the way you defending this shit. It really it's kind of upsetting. It's kind of... I didn't think he was going to take that approach because if you read the article...
Let him finish.
He was.
The article... I wasn't, but I was gonna. I really wanted you to take. I wanted you to go.
The article said that they said something about it, and they was like, "Well, let me check on your scholarship." So, to your point, Billy, you do have to be really smart to get into Northwestern, but Northwestern is expensive as fuck. So there are broke smart people. I know because Michael Moore took care of me, but we weren't rich. I couldn't have went to Northwestern off of his salary alone, because then. Well, who the fuck was gonna pay the bills and keep the house going? Because Northwestern's not cheap. So if I would have gotten to that school, I would have been on a scholarship. What the fuck you want me to say? I gotta go to school, and playing sports, getting me through there. Some people just know how people of color have learned to endure with bullshit to get by. So I'm saying, it don't mean that shit didn't happen. It's like, all right, scholarship. Or I out this dude and they don't believe me. I get kicked off the team and now I'm back at home broke, and all my parents' hard work to get me here, or whoever got me here, or me getting myself there because I am smart. I get this prestigious ass. If I get this prestigious ass, even if I don't go to the league, I get this prestigious ass Northwestern graduation or degree, I'm getting a good job in the field. Billy. There's no job that's like, oh, he went to Northwestern, we're not hiring him. Like Northwestern is one of those schools. So
is a big, especially a journalism school.
Exactly. So what am I sacrificing here? Do I just like lose my dignity to stay there, or do I say something, blow the whistle, and then end up broke anyway, and then still have my dignity taken away from me? So we can't say that the shit didn't happen or they didn't say nothing. But how many of these players? Because let's be for real, Northwestern is probably like 80% white. 80%. The team's probably 80% white. I could be wrong on that, but I doubt it. I doubt that it's like a lot of people of color that's just like go play ball at Northwestern. Because, I mean, like I said, they're smart people of color, but if they're athletically gifted, they're not going to Northwestern to play ball. Like that's
and I'm going to disagree with you on that point too. Northwestern has had numerous number 1 draft picks.
Who?
Greg
Skorensky.
Greg Newman.
Greg Newsom just got there. Rashawn Slater just was tackling a couple years ago. They got taken. They had another corner. I can't remember his name. It was Greg Newsom. Who's the other corner? I'm fucking his name up. Sorry, John. But I just think there's a precedence to where if you look at something, it's a little more crucial, I'm thinking. But the Penn State allegations where it's 60 fucking people saying this has been happening for this time. Pat Fitzgerald has been there for a long time. This isn't going to be something new. And I was going to say the article that I read was just from it's like the Daily or whatever from Northwestern. It's Northwestern's own newspaper. And all that was said was all these allegations. And like I said, there was another one was a Gatorade drinking contest that freshmen had to do a 10-minute, like you had to drink Gatorade for 10 minutes or something like that. And I think there's a line, obviously. I'm not saying that it's like it's okay or any of that stuff. That's not what I'm getting at. But there is a line. You were a freshman in school. I'm sure you pledged to something that had to do like fucking weird shit in college.
I ain't never did nothing weird, Billy. I didn't play that shit.
So you weren't in a fraternity or anything?
I almost did it, but I seen that weird shit they was on, and I was like, nobody, you're not. I'm Billy. I'm too big to get hazed, bro. Like the Navy. If I make chief in this shit, I'm slapping shit out of chief. Anybody talk crazy, Billy? I'm not getting hazed, bro. I had uncles beat my ass when I was young.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Take yourself out of it. Yourself.
Okay.
Take out Tony O'Moore, right?
All right.
I just think with a situation this big and this, I'm missing a better word than important, but a situation like this magnitude, there it is. This magnitude, you're not going to have 3 people. You're going to have in 17 years, you're going to have 3 people say something. Just 3.
I'm proud of you for magnitude, but I just don't. Like I said, man, I feel like, and then why fire him? 17 years, why fire him?
Again, I'm going to quote the same article from the Daily, from Northwestern Daily, or the Wildcat Daily or whatever. During the investigation, we did not find sufficient evidence that the coaching staff knew about this hazing. So now I'm going to say, is it on the players or is it on the head coach? And then at the same time,
so like if it's happening in the showers, that's the players. Like coaches aren't showering with the players.
So something's happening, Billy, because the players came out and said we don't do hazing as the entire team. They wrote a letter about it 2 days ago. Somebody's fucking lying, Billy. Somebody's fucking lying.
I think.
Go ahead, Christian.
So I'm not going to go too far into it because I haven't read myself to really know exactly what the hazing was. But I think the players and the program didn't want to get rid of Pat Fitzgerald. And when I say players, the majority of them. So they're going to say, no, we didn't do the hazing because we all know it's probably some form of hazing, regardless of what it is going on.
Exactly.
And they just, with it being a prestigious program, it's already a negative light. So let's not have no ties to it. We just got to fire you. We don't want to, but this is what we got to do to protect our image as a program.
Right.
See, and the letter wrote, I'm with Christian. The letter wrote, this dude probably promised them this. He probably do got some connections to get them to the league. Like, 17 years, you learn people and shit like that. So I get it, but that don't mean that the shit didn't happen and he ain't know about it. But there is some form of hazing going on everywhere.
I just want to throw out there, I'm not saying it didn't happen. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying, however, it is hard to believe after 17 years you have 3 people, and it's 3 players from this team that really fucking sucked that is now saying what's going on.
And I would want to throw in there, a lot of players nowadays, the younger players, they're not tough-minded. You know, their feelings are hurt when, come on, it's just we're a team. We love you. We just hazing you. This is what we do. There's nothing, no bad blood between it, but a lot of the players don't have thick skin nowadays and can't take it. They want to go to social media or above the coach's head and act like they were being picked on.
Also, I do want to throw out that the players were, all 3 of them from the report were anonymous. There was not one person.
Not even tough enough to say it was me. So, you know, if it was really happening, you really want it to be stopped. Why are you?
Well, you said none of them?
You're telling me.
You saying none of them, Billy?
What's that?
You said none of them were. All of them were anonymous.
The three that I only read the one article from the date from the fucking Daily, whatever it's called.
So how you know they suck?
What? Why would you not? Why would you not put if it's this big of a deal and you think it is this important? Why? I'm just asking. Again, maybe I'm ignorant, maybe I'm a little more old school or something, but why would you not attach your name to any of this?
One of them was Raymond Diaz Jr. Latino
Can I
officer.
so I can read it later?
The Daily.
Oh, it was the Daily?
Yeah.
The only starter I can name that I would know of is Hold, who just graduated.
A Latino offensive lineman. He played there from 05 to 08.
So former players came up and said it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought they were all current players.
From what I read, it was only current. I didn't read any of this other stuff that Tony did. Can you send it in the group chat too?
Yes.
Maybe that'll be faster. Okay.
What I was about to say. So I don't know, man, because the people I didn't see anything about former people in the article I read. So maybe
05 to 08.
Yeah, you just said 05 to 08.
I mean, about active players that I read. I thought the people you read were active players.
Yeah, so it was so I don't have the quotes because I really just quoted like what the accusations were, but from what I read, it was this year's season this is when the source, I'm only quoting because I don't know his name, the source said, I just couldn't take it anymore.
The Diaz shit was really crazy because of what. Now, if this shit is true, it's really fucked up. He said one of his teammates, the coaches let racist remarks be asked to him. He said one of his teammates asked him, why didn't he play soccer instead of football? He was forced to shave during Cinco de Mayo. He said that freshmen would have to shave messages on their head.
See, like, he's not the only one. I don't see why he would come out. Everybody, all the freshmen are doing it, and a player asking him a racist thing, that has nothing to do with the coaching staff.
He said his offensive line coach asked him how to clean a dirty room because his family must have experience with that. I would have killed that dude. Maybe this shit ain't true because ain't nobody. I don't give a fuck about. I would have murdered that dude.
So I'll speak because if that's true, then that's super fucked up, and that coach does need to be fired and he needs to be gone. Whoever the offensive line coach was. Now, I'm not saying it was like racist or anything. Maybe I'm just like overlooking a lot of stuff. But because I did play baseball also, when I would have a bad play, it seemed like, hey, how about you you can't handle us, or what is it? Are you scared of a black man hitting you? Why don't you go play baseball or whatever? Like shit like that has been said to me. I've never taken it. Is that just quote unquote strong coaching? And again, maybe I'm just looking at it in a more older mentality or something.
I mean, well,
also,
we're in a PC culture right now too. It's certain shit that you can't say.
But if that guy said he's from 05 to 17 years ago is a completely different culture of what was accepted and what was not accepted. Yeah. Now, like, let's say all these allegations were when he first got hired, but I don't know if Billy's article is true with these anonymous, but like, if there's been no allegations since then, like, people, obviously you shouldn't have to change, but like, people do change and they go with what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. And like, hazing 20 years ago, 17 years ago was big into football. Like, you haze, you earn your right of passage to be a starter, or, you know, if you're going to be in a part of this group, like, that was forever ago. But now, like, it's hard to see any of that happening with cameras everywhere at all times.
And you're telling me you don't have one camera from a locker room nowadays? I'm just saying, like,
one guy with a camera out just Snapchatting. Oh shit! Look, they're shaving his head because blah blah blah.
I don't know, man. Fuck that dude if it's true. Fuck him anyway, because it looked like he got that CB haircut, so I kind of believe it. I really believe it.
I do want to say, if it is true, yeah, fuck all that. Everyone needs to be fired. Fucking redo this whole program. But again, it's allegations, and if we're not, we found proof in the Sandusky thing. Like, there was absolute proof. Whereas there was some meat to the allegations, to where instead of it just saying, oh, well, we couldn't really find a lot of shit. And it's like, there is a point to where, do you have to believe somebody at their word? Or like, do you just say like, hey man, sorry, you didn't have enough proof. You didn't do, there's no text. There's no nothing. Like, you can't like, there's no
John Gruden, like, email chain.
Right.
No kind of proof.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you're telling me like where Pat Fitzgerald is sitting there like, hey man, we really got those freshmen this week. You're telling me there's nothing that they could have found, like any, you know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at. I'm not saying, again, if this happened, I want people. I want justice to be.
They shouldn't act so early with just allegations instead of concrete proof. Waited till everything settled down and stuff came out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know,
I always like Pat Fitzgerald, hard-nosed coach. I hope
reminds you of your punter talk coaches, don't he? Why do you think that?
What do I think? What?
That he reminds you of your punter
talk coaches. He reminds me of a type coach.
So Tonio, just let me just see where we can get at with some of this. Like, you're telling me you never were coached hard, or no one ever called you like too fat or too slow or something, just something to fucking.
That's different, bro. I can take all that. And once again, Billy, I have a bad attitude. If the shit bothered me enough, I don't care if you whoop my ass. If I get one lick off of you, I prove my point to myself. Let me go to my career. When I first started playing football, I was at an all-black school with all white coaches. So, you know, we used to go to practice. We used to go to practice waiting on them to say some dumb shit because we was gonna beat the fuck out of them. They never did, bro. Now I did have this one coach, Coach Hamilton. Shout out to him. He had a cross eye, but he was a cool dude, and he's a science teacher. He made science fun. That dude used to talk crazy. He used to. So my cousin just gave up on the drill completely. And he was like, I was quit. He went and yanked him up. He was like, you ain't gonna quit. You not gonna quit, son. I'll call your mama myself. And that shit was more than it being crazy. He told him to get his fat ass up. And my cousin got his fat ass up. And that was that. But going through my next few years, all my coaches was like Christian, deacon, preacher coaches.
Not all coaches are like that.
You saw now?
Not all coaches are like that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, man, I ain't really. I had starting off in the beginning of my career, coaches was talking crazy, but as I progressed in my career, I mean, talking crazy really. My grandma talked the craziest to me my whole life. Nobody ever said no shit close to what my grandma said to me, and then she acted on some of the shit that she said she would do to me. I was already good, Billy, but I'm from a different era. Like, somebody called me a fat ass or move or you a piece of shit, you suck. That shit don't bother me. I know I don't suck. I'm here. But if you get into, hey, man, get your dumb black ass up, you got a problem. I don't want nobody.
But again, that's not some of the allegations.
I mean, telling a black dude that he need to cut his hair to fit into the American way is crazy.
No, that is crazy. Again, if that allegation is absolutely true, then yes, fuck that guy.
That's what I'm saying. So it is one of the allegations. We just don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. There's been numerous black players in this organization. Have they came out to support some of this or even any of it?
We don't know, bro. We don't know. So tomorrow, if the dude that just got drafted to the Browns, the cornerback just got drafted to the Browns, Greg Newsom, if he come out and be like, damn, I mean, I didn't want to say nothing because I was there, but yeah, it was a rough environment for me being black there. What would you say?
Then yeah, all right, cool. Now we have something going on with this story. This dude, everything.
So we just gotta see, right? We gotta see.
That's what I'm saying though. That's my problem is that we have jumped to this like where it's already true.
You know what's crazy in these situations though?
What's that?
No player like will ever stand up for a coach. They'll always say like no comment, or they'll add on to it like different, like whether it's true or not. But like you never see a player standing up for a coach who has allegations. You know, I don't know if you guys ever seen someone like stand up for a coach.
But
so like asking Greg Newsom like, "Hey, did this happen?"
Them Alabama people stood up for standing up for Nick Saban every time they get accused of getting a Mercedes Benz. Man, Nick wouldn't do that. I got this on my own fruition. Same thing with Hugh Freeze and Ole Miss when he got caught. Man, that was me using coach phone. It was so many people saying dumbass shit for Hugh Freeze, bro. Lane Kiffin smoking weed in Tennessee. Oh, that was my weed. Coach is just looking out for me. Nah, you done seen it, man. You just got to be a likable coach or a good coach, bro. Like, something wrong here, bro. This shit don't just come out. Don't nobody be like.
Not with racism.
No, something happened, Billy. Because there's no way somebody just wake up, man, fuck Coach Fitzgerald. I know his name, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever his name is. Don't nobody just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up today and ruin this man's career. That shit don't happen. So
I think it can.
Why? What traction are any of these players gonna get? None of them in the league.
It's the same as like he did this to me allegation. It's the same thing. Like there's no proof. It's just your word against mine.
Yeah, but what are they getting? Because I already said
publicity.
What publicity though, Billy? Because that Nate Diaz dude, he graduated. So 9 times out of 10, he got a good job. What the fuck?
If it was 05 to 08, he was just 2 years with them.
He graduated. It say graduated in the
05 to 08, but 17 years ago was 2006.
I mean, damn, how many racist situations you want to have? The first 3 are freebie. Wait till
no. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Matt said he only had 2 years with him. Yeah, he was only racist to you twice, bro.
Saying
no.
Freebies.
But why would it take a grown ass man 30 years or 20 years to say something?
The dude said in the article that
if you're a grown ass man, say something.
The dude said he went to therapy. He didn't watch football for 5 years. Something happened to this dude, bro. Like something happened traumatically wrong, and we can't. What dude say shit, man? It's probably shit fucked up with your life now that you don't talk to nobody about.
You can't say that because there are players in the league.
Tell me what I can say.
Well, stop.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you see why he didn't say shit, Matt? Because I say something, and Billy said, "Nah, you can't say that."
Well, you can't because, dude, there's numerous injuries, missed field goals, interceptions where people are fucked from that. They can't come back from shit like that. We don't know that dude could have thought he was like one of the best fucking players in Northwestern's history and then found out he wasn't very fucking good. Now he's like, oh, well, this is why.
Didn't see himself in a mock draft.
I don't know what Ramon. I call him Nate Diaz. It's kind of fucked up. His name is Ramon.
His name's Ramon. You've been calling him Nate.
Nate
See,
Diaz.
You're part of the problem.
I see that.
Hey, your thing's froze. Oh, it's better now.
Tony,
your screen's good.
This racist shit is fucked up. As Tonio's just being racist though.
I call him Nate once, bro. Either way,
I counted it. It was 18 times. You've been saying it since 2007.
2006 when he got there. But I'm waiting to see how it unfolds. Like I said, man, if you did it, fuck you.
Yes.
And, whoever raised you to be like that, you bitch ass nigga. But if you ain't, man, stop trying to use racism for clout. We got real racist issues that go on every day with me and Christian. And we need to say that shit just in case one of us like lose our shit and then need y'all to come back to this show to be like, well, they said they were dealing with it every day. What did you expect for them to do? Yep. But while I'm talking to Christian, I need 5 Christian corner questions right now.
I love being put on the spot.
You knew it was coming, though, eventually.
The first one, we're going to go college. Better, harder. What safety would you rather have? We got Taylor Mays, Jamal Adams.
Taylor Mays, no doubt.
Taylor Mays, he would hit his player and the offensive player.
Wrap it, and ship it.
Yep.
Let's take it to the offensive line.
Taylor Mays.
To the offensive line. We're going to go a little bit of now to present, past, and a little way back. So would you have Willie Roaf, Quentin Nelson, Steve Hutchinson, Marshall Yonder, Will Shields, or Brian Waters?
Brian Waters, because he played for Waxahachie.
Okay.
Steve Hutchinson, he was on Adrian Peterson's 2,000-yard season.
Willie Shields.
Cool. I think I'm going to go with Willie Roaf.
Go blue.
Give me y'all's quarterback, Mount Rushmore for NFL.
All right, is this a top 5 or is this a Mount Rushmore?
No.
Is it 5, 4, or 6?
Just who y'all think should be up there. Nothing crazy.
I mean, people are on the Mount Rushmore.
4.
All right, just make
Why
sure.
you trying to be funny?
Hey, my fault. Brady, Tom Earl,
Who?
Thomas. I'm just naming 4 different variations of Brady's. Giselle's ex-husband. That's what I'm gonna put on there.
Come on.
I got Tom Brady.
Of quarterbacks.
Huh?
I'm confused. Is it any quarterback ever?
Yeah. From when NFL first started to now.
Oh.
Mount Rushmore.
Tom Brady's gonna be on mine. You might sit on me for this one, but Michael Vick's definitely on mine. Let's see, who are 2 more black guys? Just playing.
Randall Cunningham?
Joe Morgan?
Nah, I got Tom Brady, Mike Vick. Man, I don't want to put this dude up here, but Peyton Manning.
Okay.
And shit, people I watched in my era. Whew, let's see. This is crazy. I don't want to put this dude up here because he touched women.
Y'all touch women.
Big Ben.
I was talking about Big Ben. Big Ben had a hell of a career. I'm gonna go. Man, this is harder than I thought. Drew Brees, number 4.
Okay. Matt.
All right, I got Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, because fuck Tom Brady, and Dan Marino.
Billy.
Tom Brady, Randall Cunningham.
I respect that.
That's it.
Kurt Warner, and Steve Aaron McNair. Rest in peace.
I like
the people
Steve.
we like.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, I was really hoping y'all would go with
Matt. What are you talking about? Randall Cunningham was 100 years old throwing the fucking football in the NFL.
I'm gonna go.
We got Christian.
Talking to you.
I'm gonna go Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Peyton Manning.
Oh, I did leave Pat Mahomes off that.
Even though he's still playing, I think he's already got a spot.
He's so good. He's so good.
Which of these 3 players is the NBA? This is question what, 3?
Wait,
Yeah.
which
4.
one is the NBA?
Which of
Question
no,
4.
this is an NBA question. Question 4.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Which of these players had more scoring points? Everybody look up so nobody's cheating. Tony up.
No, he's looking up.
Okay. Who had more scoring points out of these guys? Carmelo Anthony, Tim Duncan, or Hakeem Olajuwon?
Hakeem.
Carmelo.
Billy?
I think it's Tim Duncan.
Everybody got a different answer. The answer is Carmelo.
Dang.
He's ninth on the all-time list.
He just cracked 10 last year.
He didn't play
and
this
hit 9.
12, and Tim Duncan 16th.
I wanted to say Melo, but I just didn't want to go with Tony.
Last one.
Clip that. Just didn't want to go to Tony.
Y'all, I'm sorry. Let me see. Got a lot of good questions. We're gonna go with.
Get one out.
We're gonna go back to the NFL. No, I got one. We're gonna stay. We're going NFL. Last question. Who you want as your pass rusher? Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt.
Myles Garrett, seen him beat a quarterback with his helmet, with the quarterback's helmet. I have so much respect for that.
It pains me to say I'm gonna go with TJ Watt.
I gotta disqualify him for being JJ's brother.
Oh, that's true. I fucking hate you.
I'm gonna go Myles Garrett.
I'm gonna go Nick Bosa.
It's a terrible
That's
pick.
Fucking
Christian's corner for you.
hey, short and sweet. That shit was good though. Man, and I got a clip out of it because of Billy. All right, man. Well, let's wrap this up with what have y'all seen from Summer League that impressed you or that made you be like, hey, that dude sucks, or he's not what everybody was making him. I'm going with Victor Wembanyama. He looks like Rudy Gobert. I don't know why the fuck anybody said this dude was gonna be the next LeBron. I just hate you people. I hate you NBA casuals. His first game, 9 points, 2 for 9. And then he dropped 27. Y'all was like, told you, goated. No, that's not how that works. It's not how that works. That man hit one jumper. Yeah, he gonna get some boards, but his body is little. When he plays any real center in the league, they are going to destroy him. You seen what happened to Chet in a Summer League game? You think if LeBron put that same shoulder into Wembanyama, he gonna survive too? That man gonna go flying into a camera. He's gonna be decent, right?
Marcus Smart's gonna guard him very well. I mean,
yeah, he's gonna be decent, right? But for him to be the next LeBron, stop it. That shit's terrible.
My favorite clip from the Summer League is the second overall pick, Brandon Miller, right? Just bodying Victor for like 20 seconds. Just absolutely.
Didn't he dunk on his ass?
Yeah, like what happens when an actual center, not a small forward, is on him? Like he was just throwing him around. He was just
Brandon Miller looked real good in that game. I gotta say,
he was like a French baguette out there.
French baguette.
Baguette.
I gotcha. No, honestly, man, I'm not a fan of Summer League. I just don't. It's these guys just kind of playing with some fringe NBA talent, and we're putting too much. We're investing too much thought and time into what.
No, Billy, because we go back to D Wade and LeBron was going at it in Summer League. Was that a waste of time, or was that actual good basketball being played?
Yeah, Tonio, that was fucking 20 years ago.
Billy, nobody's gonna look like them. Like nobody's ever gonna look like.
You had just graduated high school, Tonio. No one cares.
I wasn't even close to being in high school. Billy, we gotta move on with the times of what these players are gonna look like. We never gonna see what we seen back then, but it's not some Rudy Poo shit. That's the closest thing to the welcome to the NBA until you get to the NBA that they will see. Like they need that shit. They definitely need it. There's a lot of them that had to figure out, oh shit, this ain't college ball. This really fast paced. and that's just summer league ball. So that's like a wake up for, oh, I gotta get my shit right.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I was gonna say real quick.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I only watched one summer league game. Of course, it was the Pistons, but James Weissman has been in the league fucking feels like 5 years now. We had him out there, and it was unfair. And he just has a small amount of NBA experience. Was just getting every rebound, scoring on everyone, and like it's just not fair.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, but same thing with Buddy from the Warriors. He played in the playoff, but these dudes feel like they need to get better. And James Wiseman also was hurt 3 fucking years, so
yeah,
he's still the rookie for y'all. He might play in the rookie sophomore game this year, like so. I mean,
him and Chet.
I feel like it's like false tape that we're watching because Wemby, he knows he was the number 1 pick. He knows he's the future for the NBA and for the Spurs, so he don't have to go out there and prove nothing. When you got other guys that they fighting for.
If you're competitive,
so now
put
he's
in a competitive
the future.
environment, it takes.
I mean, yeah, who else is? He's being compared to LeBron, so I mean, he's gotten that. It's just given to him.
Yeah, and so was fucking Zion. So was Andrew
No,
Wiggins.
what I'm
so
saying
was fucking Ben Simmons. And are they the future of the league?
No, what I'm saying, I'm not saying
Ben Simmons might win Rookie of the Year. I seen.
He's not going to be the next LeBron. I don't know why people. He's not built like LeBron. He isn't. That's a bad comparison. I don't know why you got that, but I'm just saying his effort might be different than the other guy who is fighting to get on the roster. He's got his spot. So
Christian, the summer league is based on a bunch of first round picks too.
But that's no different than think about the All-Star game. A bunch of All-Stars and we get shitty performances.
Can we talk about something
awesome?
It's way. First of all, it ain't competitive, but you still gotta make shots. You gotta make the dunks. It ain't like they doing regular in-game shit in the All-Star game, Chris. So don't sit on the All-Star game.
Right, but also we gotta take in the fact that this is his first NBA game. He wasn't supposed to come out and drop 30 and have 20 rebounds. Like, let him adjust. Let him. We know he has to put on weight. So I wouldn't even.
Should have played in the French league.
So I'll take it back
against a bunch of bakers.
I'll take it back to LeBron and D Wade. Both of them, their
bad
first
comparison. He's not.
How? This dude was the number 1 pick, Christian. How is it a bad comparison?
Greg Oden was the number 1 pick. Did we expect him to just come in there and drop 50?
Greg Oden,
Anthony Bennett might still win.
Greg Oden in the summer league.
That's what I'm saying, but you comparing him to what LeBron and D Wade did.
Christian, Greg Oden in summer league before he got hurt looked like a man amongst fucking boys. So stop.
Right. That's my point. That's my point. I'm saying that just because he played bad in the summer league game, don't mean he's going to be terrible through his career.
Christian,
that's what I mean.
He just gave tape to every real NBA player. Oh, you couldn't do nothing with his body? You think you're gonna do something with me? Joel can't wait to talk shit to him.
You do know he just dropped 27 and had 12 rebounds.
I seen that. I don't give a fuck about that, Christian.
But
if you're the number 1 pick and you already sit out games and you like I'm resting, and now you rested up. Christian, I've been watching the clip since he got there. His first Spurs practice, they made a clip with the blooper reel sound on it because he missed fucking 17 shots out of 20. Like, Christian,
that ball's different. It doesn't have the white stripes on it.
It's okay. I'm not mad at him. I'm not saying he's gonna be sorry, but the hype that he got around him, he's been the highest rated prospect since LeBron. I want you to come out and do something crazy. Zion, highest rated prospect since LeBron. In the summer league, this motherfucker was doing 360 windmills in the first game.
We gotta quit saying everybody's the next LeBron and compare them to LeBron. LeBron is
Christian. I get that. I'm with you on that, but they did say it. So now you gotta live up to that hype. They said 10 to 12 people that you said we don't know more than said, hey, this dude is a better prospect than LeBron. So yes, I want you to come out. I want you to come out the first game. I want you dunking on everybody. 72 rebounds. The way they built you up, you gotta have Wilt Chamberlain numbers in the summer league.
But you just saying, because the way I look at it, that's unfair. I'm not gonna hold him to that standard because everybody else is. I don't expect him to come out there and be LeBron. I don't think nobody else really expect. Like, you don't expect him to be LeBron.
I know. I've been saying he wasn't gonna be LeBron.
That standard. Let those other idiots that.
But I don't expect for you to get shitted on at no point by the number 2 pick as the number one pick, you never dunking on me.
Don't
get
bodied by somebody fucking 7 inches shorter than you.
Christian, it was bad, bro. It was bad. But
right.
like I said, Rudy Gobert, not sorry. All right. Rudy Gobert does what he needs to do as a center. He sucked as a person because he gave the whole league COVID, ruined America, I think. But that's for us letting the French invade, whatever. But
I just don't want to be on here bashing them for that. I'm
not bashing them. I'm just saying, like, for your first game, bro, as the number one, as the prospect that's supposed to have been the best prospect since LeBron, I need you not to get dunked on and go 2 for 9, bro. That's all I'm saying. I see you drop 27, but
I want you to do that twice.
Yeah, I want to see. And now he's done. He done with Summer League. They say he's sitting him down. So either Pop I
got you, Matt.
Either Pop said, "Hey, I seen enough. This dude good," or Pop was like, "Oh, give him the league, the rest of the ammo on how to attack the fuck out of us. Let me sit this dude down till I can get 20 pounds on him." Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've seen some impressive shit. Him catching them rebounds and dunking on fucking small forwards. That's cool. But then when you big body Joel, big body Joker, shit.
Joker don't even play defense. Joker's just.
We arguing what we know. We know he ain't gonna do that. He ain't got the body to let him play on and then let him then judge him. Like we arguing.
No, if he has any weight, he'll break an ankle.
We expect you to body Joel Embiid, who just won MVP.
We are arguing the hype.
Yes, but I'm not arguing his play.
He shouldn't get back down.
No, because you're the best prospect. Yeah.
He's gonna be this great prospect.
Because I said this before he even came in. The big bread roll games over there, he would shrink. They was losing him. He would have even in those games, he would have bad games, but he's still the best prospect since LeBron. We ain't see LeBron have no bad high school games. Like after his fucking the worst game LeBron had in his senior year is when they made him sit out for the Hummer. You seen him drop 52, Christian.
But
I'm going at his hype, not his game. And we don't gotta get into go ahead.
I see what you're saying, but just me personally trying to take in everything with it. I'm not I don't want to put he needs to be the next LeBron right now. Like I understand he's a kid, he's playing with these grown ass men. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to adjust.
No, Christian, because if you're the next LeBron, even LeBron teammates, Carlos Boozer, Darius Ma, that clip resonates in my head. We got better players than him on our team already.
Top prospects don't come in the league with this big of a glaring weakness.
But that'd be no different than if you guys saw somebody, a young junior high player, and say, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be good when he gets there." He gets the varsity, and the linebackers are knocking his ass around. You don't expect him to go in there and just be as good as the varsity plays. He got to grow, right?
Christian,
he's already taller than everyone in the NBA. He's done growing.
As a quarterback, you don't expect him to make
the guy.
Christian, I'm gonna be real with you. You can go ask Coach Jackson if you want to. I started playing varsity in 8th grade, and they knew, hey, that dude.
Right, but how many people can do that?
Tonio, you're so awesome and great. My God, I can't believe that you're on the show with me.
Why are you a hater, bro?
What is it? Like emo tap? Hey, look.
I'm just saying, like,
does that translate to the N-word, Billy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it does. Google translate that.
Matt's a racist.
Bro,
it'll come up with Pat Fitzgerald, number 1 in power ranking.
No, but Christian, this much hype, your game gotta be flawless coming into the league, bro.
But I think from what I've seen,
you should be working on your jumper,
them too much hype.
50 pounds of weight.
But I'm saying from what I've seen, I believe they're giving him too much hype. I don't see him dominating like LeBron.
I'm glad that
now you've come.
The whole thing.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't expect what they're expecting. I think what the expectations are fucking ridiculous. He ain't got the skill sets of LeBron coming out of high school. He's tall and got handles.
Let's forget the LeBron comparison at all. Let's forget the LeBron comparison, Christian. they gave him the most hype. Said that he would be a better prospect than LeBron. Well, let's not even compare him to LeBron, but let's compare him to LeBron's hype coming out.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about. They said not LeBron the person, but LeBron's hype around him. He's not gonna live up to that hype. I don't know why they thought that he was gonna be better, because if you're that good, Christian, my first summer, you know why I ain't playing no more summer league? Cause I dropped 50 in the first game, and they was like, "Yep, let's wrap this up." Not 9, not 2 for 9. Christian, not getting dunked on
what you got on his second game though? Like we've seen LeBron have bad games, or Michael Jordan. That don't mean they sucked or they ain't gonna be good. I mean, you have bad games.
Jordan and LeBron fans don't admit that they have bad games.
Right.
I've seen LeBron. Me and Billy had said that Mavericks loss was his fault.
But y'all didn't come out of there saying, "Oh, it's over. LeBron, he just ain't gonna be good no more." No, you have bad games.
Actually, I've been saying that since 2004,
and he's won titles since then. Like it happened.
After that,
I have bad days at work. That don't mean I'm a sorry worker.
Living in Dallas, I was like kind of skeptical about LeBron. I was like, oh fuck, he got there with a good team, might get in his head. I was very worried.
Either way, because the show running on, it ain't about his one bad game. It's about his one bad game.
Can we just bring up the good thing about San Antonio real quick?
Yes.
Pop signed a 5-year extension. I thought he was going to die in 6 months. He just signed a 5-year extension.
Good for Pop.
We'll end the show on 5 years with the Spurs. I hate that he stayed with the Spurs. I wish he would have went somewhere else where he could have a fighting chance at winning again. Because the only thing Victor can win for him is the Wimbledon. So let's get up out of here with that.
Wait until Wemby gets one of them big girls Charles Barkley's talking about.
He's gonna be like that.
Back him down in the club.
Shout out to Barkley. He just made a big donation to Auburn. Shout out to him.
Shout out though.
No one cares about Auburn.
He did it for diversity.
Okay. All right.
They probably need that in Alabama. Anybody got any closing remarks, man?
I'm so glad that I get to do the show with you guys.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be basking in greatness.
I didn't know we were in the presence of a 5-year varsity player. God damn. I should request permission to come in here. I'm like Napoleon's Dynamite's fucking brother. Is that his brother?
Mount No Range over there?
Yeah. You see that? Quick snaps.
Throw a steak at him.
Hey man, it's been another good episode, man. I love doing this weekly with you guys. I love this show. Hey, look, didn't want to say nothing, but just want to let y'all know, man, we got a little $500 cash giveaway that we're gonna be doing. All you have to do to win is to be a subscriber and have liked one of the recent shows, and don't try to go and like it afterwards, because we know, me and Billy know, we got the analytics. So
hey, I know too.
So yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna post this to every social media outlet, man. Y'all gonna win that $500 back to school time. Kids need shoes, kids need school supplies, the teachers ask for everything. Get a free $500, man. Hey, this been Brick Shots with Billy. I'm Tonio.
I'm Billy, man. We appreciate you guys.
Add me on MySpace.
Damn.